It's Online Biz Real Talk, a new series we're just dishing out right now. Why? Because we wanted to talk about real things in our life that as online business owners have been through, right? So we want to do some real talk. A lot of people want to know the inside scoop of what's going on in our lives, about the business, little details. So today our stories are going to be given to you guys, like our stories before starting this business and what made us start. Like what was our turning point to the point where we was like, that's it. I'm starting this online business, or I'm leaving that job, or whatever. We got so many people coming on. I'm going to invite a whole bunch of people here, beautiful business partners. I have a whole bunch of ladies here. Um, I have a lot of guy business partners, but for some reason they're either doing something busy or they're just shy. But the good thing about this online business is you can run it from anywhere, and you don't have to be on the camera, and you don't have to be tech savvy. So I just want everybody to know that you don't have to go on camera. But we like doing this for fun. We like inspiring people, and we like showing people that if we can do it, so can you. So without further ado, let me invite some of our beautiful guests. We have Chantel. We have Ruth, beautiful Ruth.
Hello.
We have beautiful Esther. Oh, her camera just went off. She'll bring it back on. And we have Colette, aka Mammy. So God bless you, girls. I'm gonna be speaking to each one of you guys. So if you guys, I know sometimes it interrupts with the mic. So if you guys can, after you're done talking, you can mute yourself or unmute yourself because it interferes. One might go off if the other one's talking. You can't hear the other person, or background noise makes you not hear. But without further ado, Chantel, why don't you introduce yourself for us? And first introduce yourself, and I'll ask you maybe a question or two.
Hi, guys. Like our beautiful coach said, my name is Chantal Rugagaza, and I am in US in a state called Texas. Thank you so much, Coach, for having us here today.
Welcome, girl. So what I want to ask you, girl, and God bless you, thank you, and you're welcome, is like, what was your story? Like, obviously, I'm going to ask you all the same questions. I'm just going to reiterate it. What was your story? Like, what was your story before starting this business, and what led up to where you are now? Why did you start this business? What made you start it?
Thank you for the question. So I been working pretty much, since I graduated school, and I have my family, and then I just recently had a baby. He's now almost 6 months old. So right before I went back to work, I I just looked at my child, and just the feeling of leaving him so young, and it's just me and my husband, and which meant that I was going to be leaving my baby boy with my husband, and for 8, 9, 10 hours. It just like depends on like how busy the day is. So like that just like struck a nerve, and I just felt like I was very like emotional, because when I first had my kid, like my first kid, I was a student, so it was more like short period of time when I could leave my son, and then I can wait for him to go to sleep so I can study, versus me having a baby and just waiting for, getting the 90 days maternity leave, and having to go back to work. And so like that was just very difficult for me. So, and then it brought me to this, this online business, and I got so very excited about just the idea, not because I'm already successful or, I'm already like doing this and this and that, but just the idea of having something that I can potentially make a plan A for my income, so that I don't have to ever have to leave my children. So that's basically what drew me into this business. More like, the idea of not having to leave my house and not having to leave my children and not having the the feeling of like, oh my gosh, I'm so disappointed, I'm going to leave my kid for 10 hours. And you guys, mind you, my husband also works, so it's like I get there just in time for him to leave and go to work. It's like sometimes we never even see each other. It's like I get to the door and he's out. So it's very unfortunately that's the American way, or maybe I don't know, Canadian way, I don't know, but it's like everybody works and it's in and out, in and out, and that is just a very unfortunate situation. So honestly, that's why I wanted to do this online business and have something that I can count on, and I don't have to ever leave my family. I can sit in the comfort of my home and be with my kids 24/7. That is just like amazing. And I don't know where else we can get that from. So that's it.
Amen. I truly see like that passion of wanting to be like it. I feel like you grew up in a family where you were together more. Like as you're talking about that, I feel like you're familiar with more love or more connection, or maybe your family was more, had more time for each other. Where did you grow up? Did you grow up in Rwanda?
I actually grew up in Congo. That's where I was born, and then I came to the state in 2007. That makes it about, I don't know, I can't do math, 14 years maybe. So yeah, all my like teenage years, like I was here in the state. But again, like when I was growing up, like my younger age, I was, able to spend the time with my parents and my siblings as well.
Yeah. And that's why a lot of people come here from different countries. Like they come here for a better life because a lot of time it's harder. Like the economy is harder in the developing countries or the countries that are not, or US. Everybody comes to the US for the American dream or the Canadian dream, or, but then they come here and they're like, oh my goodness, like, okay, maybe I didn't have so much success, but at least I wasn't driven to the bone. Like, oh my
Yeah.
goodness, like we want to like relax. We want to eat. We want to hang with our family. We don't want to keep rushing and can't even make the foods we like or hang out with the people or spend time with our family. I totally get that. I'm come from a very old school background too, Chantel. You know that. I always tell you.
Yeah.
And our family are very similar. Like as I have so many business partners from Rwanda and Congo, very similar. Like in other words, like I know how like the old school ways, but like we're brought up in like business minded. We're brought up like, okay, be together with your family, don't really work for someone else or do something that where you can have more time. But it's good to work hard, and not a lot of people are like open to, something like this. They're like, why would I do something online? I don't know how to do that. We're not educated enough, or it's a scam, or I don't know about it. So I totally can relate. I know your upbringing stuff, like how much we always talk and everything. But I also know that the system is hard. Like once you come here and once you get a job and once you get stuck in that rut, and it's like a lot of people feel like there's no coming out of it. And there's no end game. Like that's the thing that we have to choose. Like we have to think, where's our end game? What do we want? Where's our goals? And we're trying to live the American and Canadian dream, but the dream is keeping us from our real dream. And it's just a continuous circle that we just keep getting paycheck to paycheck or wrapped up in bills and rents and all these things. So I guess your turning point was your baby. That was your big turning point, and that's so beautiful. And I remember our coaching call, like it was yesterday, and your baby was doing a whole. To both your kids were doing all kinds of things, and you're like, stop. Same story. I'm like, it's okay. We're online business partners. We don't have to be perfect and sit there with a suit on. No, it's okay. I'm going to get you started, and you're going to be with your babies all day while you're going through your training, while I'm coaching you. So I love this. Thank you, thank you, thank you for your story, and congratulations on your buyers,
Thank you.
on your success. And I see such an incredible future for you. Soon you're going to be out of that 9 to 5, girl. I promise you. God bless you.
Amen.
Plugged into the business, to our business chats, and you got this, girl. And I'll Zoom with you in a couple of days. I'll make an appointment. We'll Zoom, and I'll literally get you all set up on the other platforms. But congratulations, she's on Google, she's on Facebook, she's doing it. So now we're gonna go to my girl Ruth. And if you have to go, Chantel, I understand. God bless you. Thank you, Ruth. God bless you, girl. So why don't you introduce yourself for us, and then I'll ask you a question.
Hi, my name is Ruth Lesama, and I live in Oshkosh, Wisconsin. I'm married.
Girl, your internet's breaking up a little. Are you on your phone?
No, on my laptop.
You're on your laptop?
Yes.
Okay. You want to try to introduce yourself one more time? I heard
My name is Ruth Lesama. I have 10 children. I live in Wisconsin, Oshkosh.
Beautiful. Beautiful. I love that. And I love that you have 10 children. I joke about it all the time that I have 10 kids, but I have half of Ruth's kids. I have 5. And if when me and Ruth come together and we hang out, we're going to have a party for our kids, literally. Ruth, I'm going to tell you, girl, I'm just going to say it publicly, and I'm going to say it to everyone. Ruth is such a big inspiration to me. I love her to the moon, and I love all my business partners. This woman, she literally is on fire with her work. She works. She has this business going. She has her 10 children. She reminds me of my mom so much. She's just always going and flowing and succeeding. And but tell us your story. Tell us your story, like why, what was your story before starting this business, and how did it end up being where you are right now? What led to saying, okay, I'm done, or I want to start this business?
Well, at the time with my children, I don't have time. My husband works in Milwaukee, so we're separated a lot. He works in Milwaukee Monday through Friday, and I only see him on the weekends and every other weekend, because the weekends, every other weekend, I work and he's home. Or if he's at work, I'm at work. It's just really difficult with the weekends. So we don't see each other through Monday through Friday until Friday for only 3 days. He goes back on Sunday. So there's no spending time. It's like he gets here and then he already has to leave. And work is just no time for the kids. They come from school and then I have to go to work. And it's something they have to prepare, something really fast for them to eat, and then I'm off. And I was scrolling down and I saw you. And you inspire me to get into this business. And I'm like, well, I know this has to work. I've tried other stuff, but it just doesn't compare to it. I really enjoy working on a laptop. Coming from work, and I get right away to my laptop and I say, well, let me see what I can do, the next step. And it's really nice to try to make more for my family. That's what I want. I want more time with my family, more money, more of everything.
Amen, sister. Beautiful, beautiful. God bless you. I see so many incredible things for you in your future. I always tell you, remind me of myself, because that's what you just wanted. You want to build up your future. And no matter what she was going through and how many children you have or how much you're working, you still work on your business. So literally, guys, everybody who's watching, and even to all my business partners that start this business, and I'm training and mentoring and coaching, guys, I literally started this business of working on it every hour or every a day, or an hour every, like just 1 hour every day or every other day. That's what I started with, because that's all the time I had. I had twins, and I had a very skeptical spouse at the time. And he didn't want me doing anything to do with this business. And he didn't understand anything. He didn't even look through the training, didn't understand anything about the business. But long story short, I literally did it. Every time I had a chance, I would go on my phone or I'd go on the laptop, and I literally built myself an empire. I'm a business owner since 2.5 years now. And literally, like, I'm making paydays that are surpassing 3 and 4 months, even 5 months worth of somebody's salary in their job. So it took me about a year to start making that, honestly. So I'm very grateful for that. And I know this is going to change your life, girl. Do you want to add anything else?
Yes. Thank you very much. Thank you for all you do, all your help. You're very inspirational to me.
You're welcome, girl. I love you. And it's a joy mentoring and coaching you. Later on, we're going to get to that Zoom once you're off that 9 to 5. So if you want, you can get going here if you'd like, and then message me afterwards, and we'll make a little time to Zoom, and I'll help you with your Google ads.
Thank you.
Thank you. God bless you. Love you. And you're such an inspiration too. Alrighty. Now we are going to go to Esther. Esther, my girl.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you.
Keep forgetting I mute myself.
You want to introduce yourself for us?
Yes, my name is Esther. I am a wife with four beautiful children. Right now I'm just working at home with this beautiful business. Before, I always worked in packing places, left my babies with my mom and some of my other friends. And but I was getting tired of that, because just having one income in a house is not enough nowadays, especially when you have 4 children. There's always a need of food and of diapers and of clothes. It's like you just buy clothes and you have to buy it again, right? And for me, it was always like I was looking for something more. But then again, working a job that you have to go to work and leave your kids, for me, it always hurted me to see my children, even though they were with my mom. But it always hurted me that my mom could spend more time with them than I would be able to, right? But if we wanted to have a better living, I had to go, right? So working in packing places where I am at, it's like you're packing tomatoes, you're packing cucumbers. You're working 12 to 13, even to 16 hours that I have worked. It was crazy. But the people that you work for, they don't care. As long as you work for them, you are under their authority, right? So what can you do? And one day I came across Georgia's ad. Actually, my husband did, and he showed it to me. I was like, wow. I was like, this is actually what I've been looking for. And I've been praying, like, I'm a Christian, and I said, Lord, if there's something else out there that I can do, I want to give it a try. And I'm a go-getter. I'm not a person that's just going to quit, even though I haven't had any schooling in Canada but if your why is big enough, nothing can stop you. As long as you can read, you have a mouth to talk. And for me, it has been very beautiful to be in this business, because for me now, I spend the time with my kids, have another beautiful baby. He's a year and a half now. I can stay at home with him, do my business 1 or 2 hours a day. And knowing that the business is running on the background for me while I'm spending time with my kids, cooking, which I love, not thinking, oh, I have to leave at this and this hour, right? it's for me a beautiful thing to just work this business with more effort. The more I see from it, the more effort I put into it, right? And helping all these beautiful people in this business community, it has changed my life. The view of how I see things. Before I was like, oh no, I see it this way. But now I look at myself and I was like, wow, how it has changed my mindset. And just working with all these beautiful people, I'm just so blessed to be in this community.
Amen, sister. Oh, I love your children. I love your story. Me and Esther are very close, actually. And I know she's been a little busy lately with her family, doing family things. That's what she does. She does family things. And I always tell her, too, that she reminds me of my mom, too, a younger version. And we're besties. For some reason, the good Lord has blessed me with the most incredible business partners because we're all a big family and they're all like my sisters. And my kids call them their aunts, or we're like, say hi. I love each and every one of you, and you're a big inspiration to Esther. Like you have 4 children. You're always doing something with them. She homeschools her kids. She always makes healthy, nutritional meals for her kids. She's always there, taking them to parks, taking them to trips, doing something fun. So your story, I love your story. And the funny thing is her husband showed her the business, and he was the one that was like, oh yeah, let's start this business. But Esther pretty much runs it. And I love that. I love that both of the couples started, and it's that easy that one person could like run it. So she runs it, and they're making an incredible income. They make a month worth of salary in one payday, one sale on the back, and they don't got to do any selling. So I didn't know you worked 16 hours on in one day. Oh.
I stood up sometimes at 5 o'clock and I got home like at 12 o'clock in the morning.
Oh my goodness, that's crazy, girl.
Yeah, they had crazy hours. And that's why like a lot of times people like, you're not gonna get somewhere overnight, but if you have a will that drives you, I have been able to work 16 hours out there, and this is like just I can do it 1 hour here, and I already gonna if I have a sale, I make a month worth of income. What I make in 16 hours, I don't even make quarter of that.
Yeah.
So for me, seeing this business was just a gift from God, to be honest. Like I work it at my own pace, and my husband is doing his own thing, right? My plan is to take him out of his job where he is right now. But for now, here we are, one step at a time, right? And and I like to work with all the wonderful people. Like the community is so great. Everything is step by step, and everybody's there to answer you when you don't know something, right?
100%. And a lot of times what I find with myself and all my business partners, they just second guess themselves. Because it's really in the training. They're like, did I do it right? I'm like, yeah, I knew this was it. I'm like, I always tell them, because everybody's always like, I'm sorry I bothered you. And I knew that answer. I'm like, don't ever feel sorry. I understand. You want to make sure you're doing it properly. That's fine. I'm here for you. That's what I'm here for. But I'm also here to tell you, I went through the same thing when I went through the training. I went through the same thing, and I second guessed myself. But I was more of like, I'm not going to message my mentor. And I would literally take an hour to go through everything. So everybody, message me when you need help, or message your mentor. I'm your coach too. So don't let yourself wait an hour like I used to do. Like if you need some help, message me right then and there. I like to say that we're very conscious of each other's time. Like I think about that. Like if I'm hanging out with the kids outside and literally we're at a park and I get a ding on my phone on Messenger or on Flock or little business chats, I'm going to check it real quick. And if I could answer it, I'm going to answer it quickly. Like if I could tell them, okay, that is perfect, and click that. That's it. They got the answer. Otherwise, they would have had to take an hour. And that hour that they got that their baby is sleeping or that they have to get back to work, is wasted. So we want to be, time conscious of each other, but really and truly everything's in the training. So step by step. And if I'm not there, you're going to ask it. You can ask it in my little business chat that all my little business partners are in, and they're so fluent with this business. They know everything. They've been through the training. Esther's awesome with the training. So you go, girl. Do you want to add anything else?
No, I'm so grateful to be here and to learn more, right? Step by step. And you have been a big inspiration for me. When I started, I know I called you all the time. Georgia, where am I now? What am I doing now? I was never sure of myself because the background where I come from, right? But I feel like I gain more assurance of myself. And that's what I'm happy for, to grow more in this business. And I know it's going to give me a lot more. And not just me, but the people around me, right? Even people now, they see me and they're like, what are you doing, Esther? I see that you're driving a new van. What happened to you? And my kids keep talking about it. And they're like, what are they talking about? Like, once they see the difference in you, once you're not working that 9 to 5 anymore, people see the difference and they want more, right? But many times people are afraid of stepping out of their comfort zone, right?
100%. Yeah, I love that. And yeah, your kids are awesome. And the kids, like, we do fun things. Like before, we was working out with the kids. Like, or they're involved. Every time we Zoom, every time we're on business, they all come. We hang out, so they're really involved. They know everything. Like seriously, my 15-year-old daughter, and even at the time when I started a couple of years ago, she would help me with my business. That's literally how simple this business is. Once you just go through the training, and I would tell her, okay, go to my page, invite people, do this, do that. Like, you don't have to reach out to people, but you will get a lot of interaction on your business page that you create on the back end. We'll show you how. And our website and everything is connected to a sales funnel that cuts the sales for you. So you don't have to bug people. You don't have to network. You don't have to have a big network. But literally, my kids help me with my online business. Not so much now, because really there's not much to be done because everything is set up. So once you get everything set up, like literally Esther has everything set up for her. So that's why she doesn't really have to do much. If she has an ad out there, the ad does the work for her. So she pretty much mastered a lot of the platforms. And whatever it is that you don't want to go on, you don't want to go on YouTube, you don't want to go on Facebook, you don't want to go on Instagram. Those are our platforms we run our business on that you advertise. And also there's free advertisement. So once you master one, you move on to the next one. But if you don't want to, you don't have to. Stay on one platform. But yeah, it's awesome. And God bless you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Esther. God bless you. Blessings upon your business in Jesus' name. Okay, Mammy. Last but not least, classy, beautiful Mammy.
No, I'm always the last, and I love it because I have to listen to all the testimony before mine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, yes, my name is Colette Camañana, and I live in South Carolina in the state, and I'm married with one amazing boy. He's 22 months now. You can imagine, very active. Yeah. So yeah, I'm so happy to be here today, Georgia. Thank you for inviting me. Thank you for always be there for us. So yeah.
You're welcome. You're welcome. God bless you, girl. Thank you. Yeah, I don't know if they would be wilder than the twins. I'm sure every time I voice message, you can hear the twins in the background doing something crazy. It's a party house. What do you think about me messaging? I'll voice message in our chats. And there's always music in the background, TV, kids laughing, doing something.
Yes.
So tell us your story. Like, what was your background story? What kind of work have you done, and what led you to your breaking point? Like, I'm done, or I want to start this business. I don't want to continue to do what I was doing. Like, tell us a little bit of your background story.
Yes, I have my background. I have a degree in marketing management. So I finished my college, and I started working in a bank in corporate affairs management thing. So it was all about advertising, branding, and yeah. So, but I want to go back a little bit when I was a little girl. So my dad was a businessman. May his soul rest in peace right now. Yes. But I used to love the way he always be home whenever we want to see him, whenever he want. I used to see freedom in him. Like he wake up whenever he wants to, go to work, come back whenever, spend time with us. He doesn't have to report to someone and ask for a permission, maybe to go to take us maybe to the hospital or anything. So I grew up seeing a man who is free and provide for his family and be there for his kids. So I was like, you know what, me too. I want to be like you, Dad. I want to grow up and be free. I don't want to be going at work, reporting to someone whenever I want to step out or maybe ask for permission. And then people will be like, no, you don't, not today, just go tomorrow. So yeah. So that I grew up with that thing in my mind. Okay, I want to grow up and have my own business. I want to own my own company. So that's why I did marketing, because I wanted to have a company, like an advertisement company, like for myself. So I'll be able to advertise for other people things, and yeah.
Wow.
Yes, and then but it didn't go like that. So I had to finish school and start working in a bank. And then yeah, so I got married and I moved in the US. And that dream of mine was still with me. I wanted to do business.
Mhm.
So when I got here, I used to tell my husband different idea of business. And even him used to say, I know you are from a business family. Do you still want to do your business? But it's going to be hard here in the US because the requirements are a lot. And I don't know. So we used to go through a lot and ask for ideas, Amazon, everything, but never got a business like this one, the one I can stay home, working whenever I want to work 2 hours a day and I'm done and I can take care of my kid, my boy, and my family. Yeah. So this business was like answer to my prayer. It fits me and I love it. It's not because I have a background in marketing. That's why I feel like I fit in this business. No, it's because this business doesn't require a lot of experience. It doesn't require a lot of qualifications. So you just go there, learn, go through your trainings, and yeah, you'll be okay. So I'm okay today, and I'm taking care of my family and my baby because I never used to, and I don't like to take my kids to daycare and someone else will raise my baby. Someone else will tell me, you know, your baby likes um, yellow color, for example. And I'm like, oh, really? I'm the last to know what is going on in my baby's life, in my boy life. So I want to raise him and see how he's growing up step by step and be there for my husband. As you always know, and you know, here there's no one who help you at home. As in Africa, we have maids and it's very affordable. You can sit the whole day, someone will clean your house, someone you take care of you of food and everything, and it will be okay. But here you have to do everything by yourself. So I have to get that time, take care of my baby, and get a nice income. So what else can I wish for? Nothing. So I am so happy with this business and it's going well. And thank you, Georgia, for always being there for us. It's been so incredible and I am so happy and I thank God for that. And yeah, wish all success in future.
Amen.
And then, yeah.
That was just reminding me, like, everybody's story on here reminds me of our coaching call, because when we have our one-on-one coaching call, to everybody who hasn't had their coaching call with me and already got started and signed up, when you have your coaching call, I'm going to ask you about your story. I'm going to ask you, why'd you start this? What made you start this business? I want to hear your story. I want to help you. I want to guide you. I want to find out how much you want to make a month. I want to set you up with a proper plan of how we're going to go at this business and strategically, exactly what I'm going to do to help you every step of the way, or the mentor, because you will get a mentor and coach I would be your mentor and coach, or whoever, one of these ladies that you go to their website, they would be your mentor, and I would still be your coach because I'm their coach. But your story is just beautiful. Like, where did you grow up, by the way? Because as I'm thinking about it, like, where did you grow up?
Yeah, I was born in Congo, Kinshasa. I was born there, and then we moved back to Rwanda in 1995. So since then, and then I went to college in South Africa, and then I came back to Rwanda, and now I'm here.
Wow, beautiful. Wow,
Yeah.
that's gorgeous. So what kind of business did your father have?
He was doing transportation.
Awesome.
Yeah. And he was doing very well because after he passed, my brother took over, and he continued even till today. My mom and my brother are running the business. Yeah.
Well, good for them. God bless them. And leaving a legacy and leading a legacy. And that's what you're going to be doing here. And that's
Yeah.
what I have actually done. And so many of you are building that. Like, literally, you got your legacy already. You're building it more and more and more. And I see that happening for so many of you. And I'm very proud of you guys, because you are literally, you know, going through every little milestone. You got your first leads, and then you got buyers, and then you got some incredible sales on the back end. You got some checks in the mail, and all these little things. Everyone's like, "Oh, well, I didn't get a buyer yet. I got a lead." I'm like, doesn't matter. Lead means that you're going to get buyers. Then I got a buyer, but where's the check? It's been about a few days, a week. I'm like, it's coming. Don't worry. The pandemic made the mail slow down a little. And then they get a check, like, here's the check. I'm like, watch. Now it's just going to keep rolling. It doesn't matter how long it's going to take. Maybe it was backed up for 2 weeks, but now as soon as you get those checks, you're going to start getting them every couple of days, every 3-4 days, every day, every week. You get, thousands of dollars, 1,200, 1,300, 2,000, 5,000. Like, you can make all this money. Like, my kids see me getting the checks and they're like, oh yeah. I'm like, what, you're not excited anymore? I'm still excited. I'm like, well, you get one almost every day now. I'm like, well, we got to be excited. So it's legit, guys. As you heard, all these beautiful ladies, thank you, Mammy. God bless you.
God bless you too.
I was just all the stories. Thank you. All the stories remind me of our coaching calls. Some are new, some just begun, some begun about 4 or 5 months ago, about 6 months ago. You heard all these beautiful testimonies. I guess my story, and I'll introduce myself to anybody who doesn't know me. I am Georgia Williams. I am here in beautiful Kamloops, BC, British Columbia. I'm on the western part of Canada. It's like the California of Canada. And I have 5 beautiful children that I absolutely love and adore. I have a 15-year-old, almost a 13-year-old, almost 5-year-old twins. My twins and 13-year-old will be, the twins and my son will be 13 and 12. Well, how old the twins are going to be 5 in November. So, and then I have a 6-year-old daughter. So I have a lot of kids. Just know that I have a lot of kids. They're all ages. So a little bit about my story is I, had a brick and mortar business in Toronto, Ontario, and I was very, very successful. I would literally, pretty much would constantly be on the go, constantly. I had my own business, and it seemed like, yes, you could be your own boss, you do your own thing, but I would literally be from trade show to trade show. I would be at my office place, couldn't be spending the time with my children. I would have to pay for a nanny. You're so right, Colette. It is a lot to pay for a nanny and workers to help you. So I'd pay like $90 a day, $100 a day. I didn't have an in-home nanny. Maybe that you could pay a couple thousand a month. I would literally have to pay her anytime I wanted her, like $100 a day. So, and then we would get takeout and stuff. And I was just constantly busy. I would be wearing heels, and I would be dressed up, and I would be on, these concrete floors, these marble floors, at these trade shows, and, stress. I started to get back problems. I started to get health problems. I started to get anxiety. working, never have time for myself, never eating properly. Like everybody would say, oh, you're skinny. That doesn't mean you're healthy. You feel low energy, you're not eating properly. All you're doing is drinking coffee. I used to drink coffee at the time, skipping meals, um, feeling, just all over the place. Like you're in a daze, like you're just business, one client to another client, skipping meals, coming home, trying to spend time with the kids, giving the kids a bath, putting them to sleep, and doing it all over again. So even though I had my own brick and mortar business, it was very, very exhausting. That's the truth. It was exhausting. I was very successful, but it was exhausting. I would have to get up early, and I would have to attend to the business. With this business, it's very different, honestly. I'm not exhausted, and I'm with my babies constantly, making healthy meals. My daughter makes a lot of the healthy meals too. But that was my turning point. I moved here to Kamloops, BC, to just, get away from the hustle and bustle in Toronto. So that's where I had my business, in Toronto, Ontario, and that's where I pretty much grew up, in Toronto. And I was, in Canada, a few other places in Canada and the US. But long story short, when I moved here, I brought my business here and I tried to bring her on a smaller scale because I lived here when I was younger. I lived here when I was about 13, with my mom and dad. So then I got married and went to Toronto, Ontario, and where we kind of grew up, back to Toronto, Ontario. And it was too much. Just, busy. Commutes are really far. Wherever you want to get to, a restaurant, a doctor, a place, whatever you do, it's just, there's tons and tons of traffic. And where I was living, it was, a beautiful place. I had my apartment in the background, and I had my office space in the front, but it was not a good area to grow your children up. It was too busy. And, you get your people that's, arguing, or they're just, on the streets or doing, because it's like a city life. And so it wasn't a good place to grow your children. So I brought them here. And when I brought my business here, I brought it on a smaller scale. When I switched some things, because I'm Christian. So I want some of the things with my business wasn't aligned morally with me being a Christian. So I switched some things, and the wine business, my business failed here. It failed. And so I felt like, wow, like, what am I going to do now? So luckily I had savings and credit cards. And my credit was good at the time. But I literally racked up my credit card bills, spent all my savings, and was left with nothing. I really wanted a house. And the house that I wanted was bigger than this one. So I wanted to get a mortgage. And I couldn't get a mortgage because of my credit issue. And because I had my credit cards racked up and things, and they're like, you can't, your credit's not good enough. So long story short, I was thinking, all my life, I've worked so hard. I literally had, sleepless nights, anxiety, working, not spending time with my children, being, from trade show to trade show to this. I can't even buy the home I want, which now I would, the way I feel is like investing cash flow assets, if you're going to buy an apartment building, that you're going to make money from people renting. But long story short, that was my turning point, and it made me want to do something. So I was actually offered a few jobs here. I know a lot of people here in town, and there's like where I live, it's just so wonderful, and there's so many wonderful people. So I was offered a few jobs, and I denied them because I thought to myself, if I take these jobs, I'm going to go through what I went through already in Toronto, Ontario. I wanted to get away from that. I wanted to spend more time with my children. So I was offered a job at Costco and at a car dealership to be a sales associate. And there was so many other opportunities. There's a lot of opportunities here, to be honest with you. I could have got a lot of different jobs, wherever, restaurants, anywhere. But I was like, let me think for a minute. If I take these jobs, I'm going to have to pay for childcare, more than half of my pay, because I got a lot of kids. I'm going to need to pay for commute, go up and down. I'm going to need to pay for gas, lunch, all these things. Really wasn't running in my head at the time, gas and lunch and whatever. But all those things will add up. And at the end of the day, you're going to come home stressed. You're going to come home exhausted. And you're going to go through the same thing again. And you're going to be living paycheck to paycheck and not making any money. So I kind of was like, I don't know if I want to do that. So in the midst of all that, I found this business. I seen somebody talking about this that I knew. Because to be honest with you, I've seen a lot of things out there, people talking about online businesses or whatever. I just thought maybe, I don't know what it is. I don't know if I could do it. I don't know what training is about. Maybe it's boring. That's kind of what I thought. it's probably boring and it wouldn't interest me. But I never really felt like I couldn't do it. But when I seen this person starting and I was talking about it, I was like, yeah, let me look into this. I was thinking I could make an extra 1,500 a month, maybe 1,500, 2,000 a month. That would be good, and whatever it is that, I get rich, because here you get child tax benefits for your children. And I was thinking like that will do good. If I can make 1,500, 2,000 a month, everything will be okay. Maybe I can excel in the future when my kids get older, when the twins start going to school, something like that. But when I literally watched the workshop, I was shocked. I was like, oh my goodness, like how are these people making so much money? My beautiful friend, I want to give a shout out to her, Remelin. Like I seen her story and how she was a nanny before, and she was like crying, like she couldn't be with her kids. Like, and I felt that even though I had a nanny, I knew what she was feeling because someone else was taking care of my kid while I had to do my business. In her heart, she was taking care of somebody else's kid while her kid was back in the Philippines with her hubby. And she was taking care of, and she said she loved that family, but her heart was broken because she couldn't take care of her kid. So that's what I felt like. I'm making all this money, but I'm not there for my kids. So long story short, her story got me, and she was like making 5 times the amount of what her boss made. She's like, now I'm making like 5 times the amount of what my boss makes in 1 month. And she was talking about how much she's making, and she was crying, and her story hit me. And I was like, oh my goodness, I want to start this business. And I was seeing that we're going to be getting our sales funnel. We're getting our own website built for us, everything. And I know that usually these cost 20, 30,000 to get started, like all these systems, and they're just giving it to us when we start the business. I was like, oh my goodness, I know all this because Google and all these companies want to put my business online. So I knew that, all right, they have everything set up for us. So literally, that's what I went through, my story, why I started. And here I am today, making, oh my goodness, surpassing my little writings on my, if you can see my mirror up there, I put little, affirmations. I write down things that I want in my life as if I've already received it. Like I am, like I'm grateful that I made 21,000 in 1 month in this business. And I took that affirmation off because I achieved it. And I achieved so many things that I've written down. I want everybody to know this. Write stuff down that you want and write it down as if you already received it. There's so many things that I have in my drawer that I just keep throwing in there, papers that I'm like, oh yeah, I did that. And sometimes I'll even leave the papers on my mirrors because I literally want to keep looking at it because I know that, wow, I achieved that and it works. Believe and you shall receive. So yes, Colette, it works. So I'm very, very grateful. I've built myself an empire. I am my own CEO. I am the president. I am a coach, mentor, and online business owner. I help people worldwide to get started. Guys, don't miss out on this opportunity if you've been thinking about this, or if you've seen my ad, or if you've seen any of my lovely business partners talking about it. You got gold here. It's legit. It's a proper business. There's incredible commissions on the background, even bonuses. I got a huge bonus in August, and I'm very, very grateful for that. So there's incredible products that are really good for you on the back end. So you don't do any selling, you just mainly advertise. As you've been seeing, I've been talking about the girls, how we master, our platforms like Google, YouTube, LinkedIn. You choose what platform. So it's digital marketing. And you don't have, like I said, to reach out to people. You don't have to recruit people. You don't have to say, join my business. You don't have to, go up to somebody and say, buy this product. No, everything is done for you on the back end. The sales are on the back end. You just do the advertisement part. That's your main goal in this business. And we show you exactly how to advertise. And you can get creative with your ads. You're your business owner. You get creative with your business page and your ads. And we build up your website. We make all your website actually contour to you. So they build it all up. Everything is included when you get started with this business. So God bless everybody. I won't keep anybody anymore. Do you have anything else to say, Colette? I know you're here with me. You're your last one.
Not really. I don't have a lot to say. I said it before, but I'm so grateful to be here again today. And thank you for the opportunity. And Yeah.
You're welcome, girl. God bless.
God bless you.
Thank you. God bless you too. And I wanted to say, we have our live workshop tonight. How am I forgetting to even mention this? Oh my goodness. Big workshop tonight, guys. This is where we get down to business and we actually show you everything. Like, you know how they say the meat and the potatoes, the tofu and potatoes. I'm vegan, but anyways, we get down to everything. We show you exactly what we're going to be setting you up with the website, the sales funnel, how you can be making money. You're going to hear from some of our most incredible business partners tonight, giving their testimony, what they've been through. Some new, some that been in the business for a year or two. Go to my website, my bio, georgiawilliams.ca. Add your name and your email in my website, or actually put my website in the browser, www.georgiawilliams.ca. Add your name and your email, and you'll be taken to my free workshop replay for now that I co-host it. You'll see my testimony. You'll see everything. You'll see everything that we're doing in this business, what you're going to be doing, how we're going to get you started. And I'll also send you an email. The email is going to have a link to join us live tonight. So we're live at 5 p.m. PST, which is 8 p.m. EST. And the same thing for anybody that joined here, all my business partners, or if you see this video on one of my business partners' pages, reach out to them and they will send you to workshop. Just reach out, say, I want to watch the free workshop, and they'll send you to workshop, or go to their websites in their bio and add your name and your email to their websites. Like here we got Colette. If you go to ColetteandGad.com, Colette will be your mentor, and she's going to email you personally the link to watch our live workshop. And from there, it's free. You see everything. Like literally, if you watch the work, if you are sitting around and watching Netflix, you'll have time to do this. I just want to say that real quick. Any of my business partners, or anybody that just started this business, or anybody that's wanting to start this business, if you think you don't have time, think again. That's what I was watching, something very, very motivational. I was talking about that. If you think you don't have time, not true. Wake up an hour earlier. And this lady was like, I kept snoozing my alarm clock. I went through everything. She was a big inspirational speaker. And then she was like, I went through a divorce. I went through so much in 3 months. And then for some reason, one morning that alarm clock went off. And I said, in my mind, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And she got up. She was like, I didn't press snooze on that alarm clock. I got up and I was ready for the day. I was ready to conquer the world. For some reason, every time I went and I thought maybe I should do this, and in my mind, I went 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, do it. Like don't second guess yourself. If you have a feeling, just do it. Be powerful. Be almighty. The good Lord has made you that way. He has made you perfect. He has given you all power. He has given you not timidity. He hasn't given you fear. He's given you a sound mind. And I know I throw scriptures a lot. It's just the way I feel and the way I know that God is for us. So who could be against us? If you believe in yourself and you take that gut feeling and you feel something, then do it. Do it within love, success, health, family, whatever it is. And that's why I feel like it could be something so simple. Like, I want to go to that art class. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, let's sign up for it. Or the other mindset could be, I want to go to that art class. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then you're just like, I probably wouldn't succeed in it anyways. That's the bad mindset. Anybody seeing this business right now is thinking, well, I should add my name and email. I want to watch this workshop. Oh my goodness. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Add it. And you're like, what if it's a scam? I've been scammed before. I probably can't do what they can do because she seems tech savvy. All these things may enter in your mind. Believe me, I've had people asking these questions, and I understand that. I've actually had my family reach out to me when I first started this business, tell me, Georgia, I don't want you to get scammed or this and that. Or what is this? Like, I understand, but this is not. Go with your feeling, go with your heart, pray about it. And God bless everybody. I will see you guys at the workshop. See you on the other side. God bless you. Thank you, Mammy, for staying.
Thank you. Thank you, sweetheart. See you.
Welcome. Bye, everyone. And God bless everybody who said hi. Oh, so true. Oh, Hamhood. Oh, thank you. They're watching from UK. Oh, yeah, we got business partners in UK. Judy, love you, Judy. How are you? God bless you. Thank you. Oh, thank you guys. God bless everyone. Bye-bye.